I guess I wasn't talking this whole time. It's been 16 minutes. 16 minutes. I wasn't talking. I it's killing me. I don't know why. I guess my audio wasn't working, but I had to restart my program because of the brush, the fucking brush. It just I don't know why. Sometimes it just comes out too sensitive. It just applies the most pressure. I don't know why it does that, but honestly, it's just. I'll try to repeat everything I said. So I had this idea at work a little while back, and it was I actually got a SSBU and then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and my Switch uh, like last month. So this is what inspired it. But I wondered. I said, okay, what if Miitopia had like a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stage, and voila, here this is. I had a concept idea of it in my sketchbook, in my little pocket sketchbook that I took to work with me, and I just kind of ignored it. It was the same thing with the last phase. I did it in my sketchbook, and then I just ignored it for a while. But so what I have here is the last phase background. This picture from January, and then I have this. This is my Miitopia inspired Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stage. I only made my okay. I'm gonna be real honest. The only character I play on that game is Kiki. You know what? You know what? That just reminded me. Let me. What I just forgot. I forgot of one concept. I don't want to add this here, but So what I wanted to do is for this stage, if I ever made this, if Nintendo ever made this stage and I could propose ideas, then I would like for the first thing is I would like to be asteroids kind of passing through that the players could hop on. I thought that I think that would be useful, and it'll also be kind of challenging. It's kind of basic, really, let's be honest, but I think it would add because that's well, there's asteroids in there, just fucking floating rocks in the game, anyways. Maybe one or two large rocks, and then spoiler alert: if any of you have played Miitopia, then you know that the Darkest Lord is technically three bosses. It's not one boss. It's three bosses. It's the fucking sun thing itself, and in their hands, that's the boss. For anyone who didn't know or forgot or something, but but what I want to do with that is so if it would kind of if that's the case, then what would be useful is that what the boss each boss could come up, like say if the left hand came up and it had that little brace gauntlet thingy with like made of coins. It could come up, use its attack, and then disappear. And then believe the right hand has was it a staff and with a coin in it. Don't forget. And yeah, see that's and then use that. Just use a weapon. They all have their own attacks and weapons, stuff like that. So I think that would be if each boss could just come up as one and then attack the players, then that would be used. That would be kind of like an idea for Nintendo and just have one stage, one I mean not one stage, but one boss come up each time, so they could possibly challenge the player, and then it would be more interesting. So I just need to now put on the background for this. So I have to name it all because it's not gonna be as big as the last phase, but it's definitely gonna be big because this has a lot of parts to it. So I just need the basic, the planet. The planet. I'm assuming it's a planet, but it's referring to this like planet thing, this purple planet thing over here that's in the game. just take the base color, and then color it. I have to make sure. Last time I did this, I accidentally made a mistake and like texture it wrong, so I have to make sure to do that right. I forgot. And then I'm gonna switch the sky around. And then the sky is literally just sky. So there you go. It's this shade of purple right here. And of course I'm gonna make the little planets again, so I'll show you about that. I'm gonna make the planets. That's the basis of what you see. That would be the stage. I'm gonna kind of mimic, not mimic, but shrink this a bit. Kind of like make sure that it's fitting and stuff. Make sure it looks spacious. So yeah, this is the basis of what I have for my idea of like I guess a planet or something. So what I do now is just use my coloring techniques I had back in July. I'm gonna start off simple first. I think the hardest thing, January. I think the hardest thing I had to color first was definitely the rocks. I'm gonna do that last, and I'm gonna start off with the backgrounds first. I'm gonna start off with the sky since that's the easiest, and I'm just gonna color the rest of the sky because fuck it. I'm gonna go to the sky and then color the rest of it in. Give it some time, and then I'm gonna make sure to save this just in case it fucking crashes again. And then after, I'm off because I can use this as a reference for my phone. No, I do not want to save that. So, let me find it. Excuse me. I'm feeling a little woozy today, so it's just too hot out here, you know what I mean? Let me find the original photo of last phase, and then let me get back to this. I just need the basic image, so that's my image. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is the sky, and the sky is like the easiest part for me. Because all it is just radiant, and then little starry thingies, and then planet. That's it. What were you watching? Girl, I was on dating app, I'm sorry. Somebody messaged me, that's all. I was like, what the fuck? Right in the middle of the stream. I forgot to announce my stream, I'm so sorry. I'm streaming. I am streaming. Okay, there you go. Now everyone knows. I really need to keep up with this freaking app sometimes. I know people say that it's hard to like manage multiple platforms on social media, and I do agree with that because like it's difficult for me. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. Like I've had difficulty managing my Instagram and my DV at the same time over the years, and eventually I just went to Instagram to start posting, and now YouTube. I mean, YouTube is fun, but it's also hard to manage. To be honest, like I'm on Instagram, on YouTube. I don't know, cause like I really do like using YouTube to make like art and animation stuff, but I also like Instagram because it's so easy and I'm used to it, right? Hey Kiki, how's life going for you? Life for me is okay, honestly. I haven't been on here honestly because I've been like working a lot and I just started college like 2 weeks ago, so let me use this for reference. But so it's been kind of tough, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know where you are in life, but if you're in school, then I'm pretty sure you started school too. So hopefully that goes out well for you this year. I wonder how it's gonna be different now with all of these online classes. You know what I mean? So, but either online or in person, I hope you guys are doing well in school and work and whatnot. I have never worked from home. Just letting you know that now. So I don't know how working from home is, but I've definitely taken online classes for school, college, especially college. Even before this whole pandemic thingy, probably shouldn't have mentioned that on YouTube, but you guys get what I mean. It's definitely different now, but I hope you guys do well this year in school and whatever grade you go into next, or college or high school or middle school or wherever you are. Hopefully, you guys everything goes well for you guys. So I have, yeah. I'm not feeling. Wait, Miitopia post. Sorry for caps. I'm just really excited. Oh yeah. It's the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Miitopia stage. And okay. Before I keep going, I know somebody's gonna. I know. I already see it. Somebody is going to mention Find Me. Find Me and Miitopia are not the same thing. Let's get real. I just wanted to say that right now. They are not the same thing. I do not want to see. Okay, I know I'm going to see that comment, but I'm just letting everyone know right now that are not the same thing. That's why I'm making this whole Miitopia stage thing. I already see it. So, I maybe you should know. This part should be lighter. I'm trying to remember the stage, but I'm using my own drawing from January as reference, and then I also did a little bit of research from last night uh, on the actual like stage. You know what I mean? When you do the last with the last stage in Miitopia, which is just basically the Darkest Lord. But it was very brief because I was actually taking a quiz during that time, so I kind of just had to like peer over and do a little bit and then finish my quiz. Let's be real, I did not do well on that quiz, so I honestly don't care. It's photography, man. But yeah, so I have all I remember were these streaks of lines. I'm just gonna have to put that in my own format because Miitopia uses very flat art style. So, well, for its background, it uses a very flat art style. So, like if you guys noticed that, I don't like that. Hold on. Oh, great. Please don't tell me. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Miitopia uses a lot of flat colors. They don't actually use a lot of like gradients. They use gradients in some areas, but if you really notice, like it uses a lot of flat tone colors, which is fine by me. I like that, but yeah. So I have to kind of put this in my own twist. Hopefully, it will work. Maybe Nintendo will consider making more Mii games for the Switch. It's been 3 years. Come on. I hope they make. I hope Nintendo makes more Mii games for the Switch. Like, it's been 3 years since the Switch has been out, and I haven't seen a single post about a Mii game on. I know the only like games that use it are Super Smash Brothers, and then what else? Mario Kart, and then like another game I don't really know about. So I was kind of upset by that, but I do still like Animal Crossing. That's like the only con I have about the Switch, really. It's just the fucking, was it the lack of Mii games. That's what really kind of angered me, or disappointed me, not really angered me. I was like, oh, come on, are you fucking kidding me? So, but other than that, I really like my Switch. And I know a lot of people say that, like, they don't like the Frankenstein whole thing. School is time consuming to be fixing break me too. Oh, thank you. I definitely will. Excuse me. I just hope that I just hope that thank you so much. I just hope that it just goes well because I don't want to like waste all my money on my parents' money. Well, actually, I didn't spend any money on those classes, so but I still want to do well in them. You know what I mean? And okay, let me for any university students, college students, this is for any college or university students if you're watching this, or watching this particular part of the stream. Do you guys know if they're still accepting transfers from from school? Not if they're not, if they're accepting transfers from community colleges all the way to university, and are they going to still take in like in-person classes? Because I do not want to do the same thing I did this year, or hopefully not in the spring semester either, which is take on all my major classes, like my art classes and stuff like that, which I would prefer to be in person, online. Because right now I'm taking a design class, and I do like the assignments, but like it's just different when it's online. And I have to take life drawing in my last semester of community college, and I don't want to do that. I hope I don't do that. Hope nobody does that if they're kind of like me. You do not want to take that in online. It's gonna tear you apart. I mean, okay, the first time I took a my first art class, my drawing class in spring semester, when everything suddenly went online, that was a struggle because I mean you couldn't keep up with it. And well, the professor, she kind of that's why I'm using off, but the professor, she was all over the place. She would only send us emails. She didn't even try to make a canvas for her students. She was just like follow up with the emails, and we were like, okay, fine, whatever. So she did not care, but she was a nice professor, but she just straight up said, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not dealing with the online classes. I'm gonna email you guys and stuff like that. You better keep up with your emails. So that we had to put up with that. Hope maybe she got a Zoom class now. Maybe she's online now, like on the Canvas site, and not just emailing us. But oh man, the rest of my professors that week, not that week, but that semester, they all had to work to get to learn how to use Canvas from now on. But that professor in particular, she did not give a shit. So she was just like follow up on emails. I wonder how Miitopia would work if it were on Switch. You know what? That would be great. Oh yeah, Otherworld. It is Otherworld. If Miitopia was on a Switch, I hope it would be more action based. Because I'm gonna be real honest, the game was a little repetitive. So if we could have like actual maybe something that aside from just selecting an attack for your me to use, or you could kind of like attack for them, if you know what I mean. Kind of like a fighting game almost, but just like a maybe press a button to do this, or but for example, if I was like a warrior and I was attacking someone, I was attacking a monster or something, then I would have to press A to slash or something, or use a move or some shit. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool if they incorporated more actions for the player to use. Now that we have all these little gimmicky buttons on here on the Switch, that would be I think that would be very cool for Miitopia being ported to Switch. I think that would be very useful. Okay, let me get back to oops. Let me get back to this. I'm getting off track. Well, it's technically not off track. I mean, it's still on the topic of Miitopia. It's just talking about different factions of it. But okay, I have to go back. I have to go make these planets now. So I know I'm talking about this one, but I'm talking about like small planets, like the little ring-looking planet and stuff like that. I'm just gonna call it Saturn because that's what I get reminded of. Oh, y'all know I took astrology back in fall of last year, and I slept through the lectures. I'm gonna be real honest. I slept through the lectures a lot. I mean, there's some parts. There's no. It was no, not astrology. It was astronomy. But I wasn't active in that class. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. I was just everywhere. I did not care. I just wanted my grade and didn't leave. And let's be real, it didn't do shit for me because that was for my associates when I was still on associates path, and it did nothing. So it was kind of a waste, but at least I got some astronomy in. that's maybe if I ever wanted to go back into getting my was it my goddamn associate's degree, then I could use that class. You know what I mean? But I don't know no more. You know what I'm excited for this piece is making the rings. Making the rings of these planets was so fun last time I did this. So I'm gonna just use the erasing tool. Hold on. Sorry about that. So turn-based, and I hate it when teachers professors don't put stuff on Canvas. I usually never check any emails or texts, so that's gonna be annoying. So turn-based or no? Turn-based? Yeah, it'll be turn-based. It'll still be turn-based. That took me a while to comprehend, to be honest. Sorry about that. But I think it would. Yeah, it's still turn-based. It's just it should be. I think it should have a little more player engagement, so that the player doesn't get too bored. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I was actually telling a girl I was talking to earlier today about Miitopia, and she doesn't have a 3DS, which is kind of damn. I was like, damn, but she's like, oh, maybe I should play it soon. I love role playing games, so buy a 3DS, I guess, or actually just buy a 3DS XL. There is so much I have to talk about because I ranted a lot on my spam account on Instagram that a few weeks ago about everything, just the Switch, my job, everything. And I think one of the rants was talking about how just like the pros and the cons of the Switch. I mean, I still love my Switch, but I just wish they had more games for the Mii's. Like you had this. Some people are saying that Nintendo was trying to stray away from Mii's now that they're going to Switch, a new era kind of the games, I guess of their consoles. But they still have a Mii Maker in the Switch, and it has more options. You can color your Mii's character's hair now. So I was like, okay, if Nintendo was really trying to get straying away from the Wii era and making your Mii's, why do they still have a Mii Maker in there? That makes no sense. If they were trying to stray away from it, they wouldn't have included a Mii Maker at all. And then I probably wouldn't have bought the Switch, but I still did because I still wanted to do something, and I really did want to Switch back in July. So I bought it in August. I really like Animal Crossing, but yeah, I was like, okay, that makes no sense because they would have taken out the Mii Maker already by now at least, but not even by now. Like 3 years ago when the Switch came out, I don't know I've seen a few people say that they're trying to stray away from Nintendo Wii era, but yeah, they just, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, I have yeah, that's like the biggest down downfall of I guess Nintendo. It's kind of like I don't know. And then I'm gonna be real honest. I gotta tell you guys how I got the Switch. Like getting the Switch was probably no memes. What the hell? Yeah, there's no me games on there. They still have the Mii Maker in there, but they don't have the Mii games in there. Like any base games or games that use Mii's aside from like 3 games that are on the Switch. And one of them has been ported, or 2 of them have been ported from other consoles from the Wii U, I believe. One of them was ported from the Wii U, and then another was it's just a Super Smash series. So yeah, and then they have a Mario Kart. I don't know if no Mario Kart was used. I don't Mario Kart 7 used the Mii's, I believe, but that was on like a 3DS. Okay, never mind. They're all ported games. They could just port Tomodachi Life or Miitopia and just put that on the Switch if they really wanted to do that. Um, and then they would kind of have that base again. And that would really prove that Nintendo's not trying to stray away from their Wii era, if that's the case. They still got they ported a lot of games from the Wii U to the Switch. So that, I don't know, that just kind of doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that they're trying to really get away from it, from their Wii era, and be more unique and individual. I just don't believe that. If they would have done so many changes, oops, if that was the case. So, anyone saying that, I just don't buy it. So I have my first planets. It is okay. I'm gonna copy and paste this layer because I'm just let's be real, the planets are all the same color. Just put one of them. Just make sure one of them has a ring on it, and then you're done. That's it. Make sure it's like circle too. One thing I hope Nintendo does though is I guess they I guess they had like I do hope that they come up with more creative concepts for their games. Because I just can kind of seem to repeat over and over again. I'm real honest. So if they had like I know there's a few new franchises, but it's been 3 years. Come on, man. I don't know. I just haven't seen anything that really stands out to me yet. So aside from maybe like Animal Crossing, they kind of appeal to everyone. Even when I first was searching up like if the Switch was good or not, I was looking at unboxing videos, and I was seeing all these girls. They got a Switch Lite. Most of them got a Switch Lite, but they were unboxing a Switch Lite, and they had like Animal Crossing. So I definitely do know they have like an appeal towards like a casual gamer now, if you know what I mean. So just like like teenagers and stuff like that who just want to kind of like they had like that was like customization. I heard there was like one big flaw about New Horizons, and I believe it was related to the villagers, but for Wii and DS, they've been forgotten. Not in my mind. We still have the Meme Maker theme in our heads. I think yeah, that was like the one issue I've been hearing a lot from Animal Crossing fans who were playing New Leaf and stuff like that. But other than that, I do think New Leaf was a good term for Nintendo because I guess it really appealed to like the casual game. You know what I mean? Just someone who wanted to play games casually, not like intensively like some people. Let's be real. But yeah, that's just my take on it. I'm just cutting. No, don't tell me. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. Okay. Yeah, but other than that, I think they might have to do some work on like getting a little more unique, not unique, but a little more of field for people. They gotta do something. I know. Let me tell y'all about how I got my Switch. My Switch was probably the hardest thing I have ever had to buy in my entire life. So obviously, I wanted to find a Switch for retail price, $300. I had $300 already, and obviously with the tax. And I wanted to buy a Switch for that price, plus the tax, of course, which was like it was only $28. But let's be fair, like it's a Switch, like come on. I mean, of course it's gonna be pricey. Of course it's gonna have a high tax. But let's go back into the Switch. So I was trying to find it. There was a lot of it was super hard to find a Switch because first off there were resellers that were selling it for like $400, $500, $600. I think one of them was selling it for $1,000 at one point, and I was like, "There's no way I'm fucking buying a Switch for $1,000." So, so I did a bunch of research on YouTube. I did some research on YouTube of how to find a Switch during a pandemic and where everybody is just taking it. And what I learned from that is that First off, you are competing with bots when you buy that. So if you're buying it, or if you're having like a parent buy it for you, if you're still a kid, then you gotta really make sure you gotta be on top of that. You gotta be on top of buying a Switch, because they will sell the moment that there's a stock in the market in like Target or something in Best Buy, it's gonna disappear in 3 seconds. Like I'm not even being sarcastic or funny when I say that. Like I've had I've had moments where I found a Switch on my hot stock that's on stock, and I go over to the app to check it out, and then it says it's sold out. And I was like, oh my god, somebody already brought it. And I was like, oh god, I have to really be on top of this if I want to switch. So yeah, I had hot stock. That was my first that's my first recommendation if you're buying a Switch. Just download hot stock, because it will tell you immediately when there's a Switch in stock at a store, like Target or Best Buy. What I first did was I got I signed up for my accounts and put in my payment information, just my card information, stuff like that, to Target and Best Buy accounts. And then second off, I don't not like this ring. Second off, I went and I got a hot stock. I got the hot stock app, and then I turned in my notifications on for the Switch. I could, I did I believe I got the version 2. Yeah, I got the version 2 because it's all red box. But I had to, I turned on notifications for that, so that whenever there was a new stock, the app, Hot Stock, would inform me when there was a new stock in somewhere in Target or Best Buy or GameStop. And then the third part was very fast. You have to be very fast when you do this. Once the app notifies you that there's a Switch in the stock somewhere, you have to go to that app and buy it off quickly. And make sure you press add to cart. And if you get to the payment method, I'm pretty sure you just got that Switch. So that's my recommendation if you guys wanna get a Switch. Uh, do that yourself, or tell a parent or something if you're getting that, or it's whoever's buying it for you, if somebody else is buying it for you, because that's what I had to do. It is not fun, and I'm pretty sure we're still having the same issue, because keep getting a lot of Switch stock notifications. Even after I got 30 freaking notifications the night I downloaded this thing, and I brought the Switch at like 4 o'clock in the morning, because I was up all night trying to just get my hands on one. Trust me, waiting in the line it's worth it if you just want that fulfillment, but it's so much easier to just go online and then find it and hopefully get a snag. You know what I mean? Just do that, and I think you'll be good. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done this year, aside from pandemic classes or whatever. But seriously, it's. I'm not even joking when I say it's hard. It's hard. I'm trying to remember how I drew the rings for January. Yeah. If you guys want to switch, you gotta do that. You probably have to do that. Quarterlies. And I know I forgot to tell y'all the Amazon. I know Amazon had some switches for sale, but they weren't being it literally said on the page from Nintendo, there's not going to be any in stock until October, which is next month, and there ain't no way I'm waiting till that long. I heard there's a Switch Pro coming out, and I'm going to be honest, I know my cousin wants one, but I do not want one, because I like my small Switch. I do use the docking setting for my TV, because I do have a large TV in my house. Not my house, it's my room. It's not even a house. Yeah, I gotta do the room tour fucking soon, man. But I have a Switch. I have a large TV for my Switch dock, and the only time I ever use the docking method, or docking feature, is when I play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I need to see who I'm fighting. Okay, but other than that, I really don't use it that much. So I mean, I could have settled for a Switch Lite, but I do really like the idea of docking it. It's fun to play Mario Kart on this thing. I play last time. It was so beautiful. And when I first played on the Switch, which was on my cousin's Switch, like I played it on the TV. So I was like, I played it on the big screen TV, and I really liked that, and especially playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Mario Kart. So I wanted to get the dock Switch for my TV, and that's what I'm really proud of myself for. So glad I got the dock, the regular Switch. I mean, a Switch Lite is actually there's some I guess there's some what is it, pros to having a Switch Lite that work for people like portability. But I honestly don't take my Switch anywhere. So I took it to work with me, and I kind of like the idea more of it being like both portable and dockable. You could hook up to your TV and have it as a handheld game. It's just I like that's why I got the Switch, the regular Switch, man. That's just what I liked more about it. But with the Switch Pro, hopefully it can be better. I hope it's gonna. I heard it's gonna have like a better battery life and the screen. Hopefully the screen doesn't fucking scratch when you put it into a dock and stuff like that. Okay, I do not like that ring, but hopefully the Switch Pro is better than the Switch or the Switch Lite. I think my Switch itself, just a Switch, normal Switch, it lasts longer than my phone battery. That might be the case though because I've had my Switch for like a month. Like tomorrow's like the day marks that I got it had it for a month, and then the Switch, and then my phone I have is like an iPhone 6. I know I have a fucking iPhone 6, but I've had that thing for like nearly like 3 years because it was my dad's and then he passed it on to me. So obviously it would be expected for that phone to last longer, but Jesus Christ, that's kind of embarrassing. Like my Switch lasts longer than my phone, man. Oh, right, stretch this out. Just make it smaller. A lot smaller. See, now it looks like a real ring. See, look at that. That's how I did the rings back in January. And I need to turn down the. There you go. I'm gonna save that now. I talk too much. I'm sorry. It would be cool if there was a mini mage in SSBU. I know that would be. That was. I was thinking the same thing. Lines suck. Just I get that they needed science, but they suck. Yeah, lines are suck too. Honestly, they should. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why the hell they don't have a mage or something in a SSBU? They have the Ashley outfit for I think one of the meat fighters. I think the meat sword fighter. Yeah, it's the meat sword fighter. But they don't have a mage. That would be a good addition for SSBU. Come on. Uh, I know. I already know who I'm going to set as that. If that was a thing in Ultimate, like I have like 4 different memes. I already know. I would already set for that particular me fighter. So okay, back to this. I'm already much done with the sky. I'm done with the sky. Yay, that's great. Now I gotta do the planet, and I have to make sure I get the planet right because last time I did not do well on the. Last time I did the planet, it did not go out well because I accidentally textured it wrong. So, hopefully I can do the planet better this time. What's this? Is this a sketch? Oh, it's a sketch. There you go. So, I just label that sky, and then make sure to save that shit. Hold on, get some water. If they had, my friend actually asked me an interesting question about the similarities between Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Miitopia, because obviously, Ultimate came out after Miitopia, at least after Miitopia was released in Japan. But, but what's it called? they had they my friend said asked me a question. They said, are there any similarities or is there any reference to any of the jobs in Miitopia that are in Ultimate? I was thinking to myself, the closest thing I can think to that is like the me sword fighter, and then the warrior, for obvious reasons, swords. I couldn't think of anything. I had to make something up on spot. I was just well, I didn't make it up on spot. It was just what I thought, but now that I look back at it, it's wrong. But but I I don't. If you guys have like that, if you guys can think of any similarities between the fighters, the Mii fighters, and then the Mii jobs in Miitopia, then maybe put it down in the comments or the live chat. My dad gave me his iPhone 6 too. Oh, thank goodness. I'm not the only one. I'm 19. I still have an iPhone 6. This is not fun, but it's okay. My phone still works perfectly fine. Has no cracks or anything. And I use like the shittiest phone case. I use a cracked phone case. The phone itself isn't cracked. What does kind of mess up though is when I graduated from high school last year, we got these little straps for our phones. Excuse me. We got these straps for our phones so we could our phones wouldn't drop. Like in the middle of a graduation ceremony, we could have a wristband around our hand so you can hold the phone, and just in case we let go of it, it wouldn't drop during the graduation ceremony. Well, it's been a year since I've graduated, and I still have the strap on, and I put God, I didn't put it on the phone case. I put it on the phone, and there's no way to take it off. So I just have this permanent phone strap for the rest of the time I have this phone. Senior 2019 by Johnston's. That's all it's on there. It's very useful actually, but it was the worst thing I've done to my phone. And it's not actually harming the phone. It just makes the phone look tacky. I could have gotten a cuter wrist strap or something for my phone, but no, I just had to use the damn phone that actually put it on the actual phone itself. Huh. Well, let me get back to this Miitopia piece. Oh, stream has been going on for 40 minutes. Alright, I'm looking at the wrong photo again, so I need to go to Google and search up the stage. I can't believe I did that. That was the dumbest thing I've done. I didn't know how to put on a strap. It was like only like what, an hour till we had a graduation ceremony. We had to walk. I will never forget my graduation, but it was the most satisfying thing that had happened to me in the past 4 years since then. Since that moment. So, I mean, now it's school and stuff, but, you know, pandemic. But yeah, I wish I didn't do that. My phone's kind of ruined now because of that, but it's also enhanced. Unless you didn't graduate in 2019, then it's probably going to be useful for you, I think. My oh god, I'm having a lot of issues with my voice today. I'm gonna try to remember. Oh shit, I forgot. That's what I messed up on last time. I did this planet thing. Last time when I did this particular photo last time, I accidentally put the shadow on first rather than the little streaks that go across the planet. I thought it would be cool. I tried to fix it by making it kind of like a the planet textured, but it didn't work at all. It was actually horrendous. So I have to let me try it again. I'm pretty sure if I just no, that's too thick. I know they had this weird little streaks on the planet. There you go. Oh. What the hell? Where did this come from? Okay. Oh, I see it now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I think I see something. So, the planet itself, it's curved, but the stage, when I look at some of the planets on here, it looks like the planet, it's kind of like a hill, like it's going up and down, like at the same time. I don't know if I really want to follow that because I kind of already established my horizon line. But seriously, everyone, a lot of the artists on here, they portray the planet as just the curve, just like the horizon. If you were just looking at a curve, here I found a good picture. Here we go. Okay, so what I see is that this color here is actually an orchid, not a purple. So I'm gonna just pull my in here, and then so it's a little more orchid now. We'll deal with the line later. I haven't I haven't answered my messages on my app. I'm so sorry for okay. I'm probably gonna get caught in the midst of this, but I'm ignoring a lot of my dating app messages. So if you watch, I told some of them that I have this YouTube account. If you're watching this, if you message me on any of the dating profiles I have, I'm so sorry I didn't get to you. I'm seeing a bunch of messages right now. I'm so sorry. I just drawings first, I guess. I do not feel like well, I want to answer messages, but I also don't want this to interfere with my streaming. I want to do my stream first. So, like, come on. I have to focus on my stream first. Thanks. So, like I said, I did the mistake of shading first and then putting on this little texture coat shit. But I will try to use a different method now. Just put on the colors first, like the flat colors, and then shade. See how that goes. If it doesn't go well for some reason, then I'll just have to use another technique, which I have in mind. But I will save that if that only works. If it doesn't need that technique, then I just tell you guys. So there's like for any like of my younger viewers who are still in like high school and middle school, is it like different now? Like I graduated last year from high school, and all my life, like middle school and elementary school and high school, I never had to take an online class. So I've only taken online classes in college. So is that like any different for you guys, or is it just the same thing? Like I still have friends. I still have a few friends who are in high school, but they're like all seniors now. So awkward, but yeah, my friends. I don't really talk to them that much anymore. Actually, I just talk to my adult friends, like the friends who graduated with me, or my friends who graduated this year, 2020. I'm so sorry, 2020. But yeah, but I hope maybe it's going well for you guys. Wow, you thought of something. The Apple wrist phone instead of a watch. Apple wrist phone. I need to get a new phone soon. I have money, but I want to get new stuff all the time. But I just don't have I don't have income right now. I have to find another job because actually, my job, the job I had to get the Switch actually ended today. This was the last day that this job was there, and that I don't have that job no more. So I had to find a new job. But I gotta finish this photography class first. I don't even know, man. Uh, okay, so there's a bit of like lighting here. No, like, that's not light. It's just been kind of like inside a lot. Like during the summertime, I was inside a lot, and the only time I would ever go out was just to like work at a retail job. I was working at a retail job, and that's it. Like I would probably take like a walk or so. I walk every day, but even then that was very minor. That's not something that's like major, like getting job money from an actual job. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't consider it that major. But some people do. So some people consider walking outside a major kind of deal, which is fine. It's just I don't. So we had a few mask issues at work as well. So I need to fix that plan. Oh my god. I actually like the plan I did better, but if you noticed in my that really big Miitopia piece I did, the planet wasn't even shown. There was you could barely see it. It's just the planet. I haven't played to change yet. School starts in today's. Oh right, it's Sunday. Have you ever seen any Karen / entitled people? They're the worst. Yes, I have. And working as and with my retail experience, I have a lot of stories to tell y'all about my experience with selling clothing, shitty clothing, by the way. I have so many. I saw my dog. Hold on. I just heard his dog. No, I think I'm just hearing stuff, but. Yeah, I've seen all the videos and I've experienced it firsthand. If you're gonna get a retail job, just expect that. Let's be real. Like that's just the truth, man. You can if you're gonna get a retail job or like a restaurant a job in the restaurant industry, then you gotta expect they expect the girls who bring in the coupons and it's expired. They're not valid. They still argue over it. It's very annoying, but I I just had to deal with it. Yes, story time. Okay. So let me a little background on where I was working. So I was working at a clothing Sears. Okay, today was the last day it was open. I don't even care if they see this because I'm pretty much done with the job anyways. They don't even have me in their portal anymore. But I was working at a Sears and and everything was closing. Everything there was final sale. There's no returns and there's literally there's yellow signs everywhere in the store, both in English and Spanish, because we had a lot of Spanish-speaking customers in there. That said, no, all sales are final. There's no returns. That's that's what it said. Bright yellow paper. But one day, we had a woman who came in, and she had brought about $50. No, she bought about 40, 50, like a $50 worth of stuff, which is fine, moderately, and we had worse. But we had she bought these like $15 shorts, not pants, pajama pants. There was no indication that it was was it a, a two-piece, like if it came with a top as well. There was no indication that it was a two-piece. The thing had no tag on it. So I had to just calculate it and put it in manually and scan the UPC code, put it in, and then give the customer. It went out well, but 15 minutes later, she came back complaining that there were two pieces for off for $50, 50% off, and I was like, okay, there was no indication when I put it in the UPC, there was no indication that it was a two piece, but she insisted that that thing was a two piece. So she wanted her 50% off discount, and she thought I did it wrong, which in fact I did not do it wrong. I just did it according to what was told by the managers and the staff and the higher staff there. So the staff in higher position there. So she had our infamous line. She had I want to see the manager in person. I'm gonna tell y'all now. There was only one clothing manager there that day. And she did not give a shit. She did not care. She was already in the in her office, just kind of chilling, I guess. I don't know what she was doing. But I had to tell, first off, I told her straight up, you can't return this. All sales are final. She still argued with me. She called me a bitch. And it was like right when I was going to my lunch break. And I was like, I do not want to deal with this woman. But I need to get over with it because I don't have time for this right now. I want to go on my lunch. So I called the manager. I said I call her on the manager, the only manager we had on an intercom. Can I have any manager over to the men's or whatever the hell? But, yeah, it was men's department. Pajamas. I don't know why they always come here. There's like two other checkouts. They never go there. But the manager called and instead just called the department that I was in and said, "What's the issue?" This woman, the freaking Karen, she wanted to see the manager in person. So we didn't know what I didn't know what to do, and none of my coworkers knew what to do. So I said, okay, this woman wants the pants, these pajama pants for 50% off, even though there's no indication that it was a two-piece. If it was a two-piece and it was missing a piece, they would get 50% off of it, but there was no indication that it was a two-piece. So she said straight up, you just tell her that there's all sales are final. So I told her again, all sales are final. There's no questions or buts about it. She gets mad again. I tell her the issue. She insists that I was doing something wrong, and since it's bad customer service. I mean, first off, let's be real. The store was closing. Like, do we really give a shit? Come to be honest. And second off, these pants. I mean, it's not even that much. These are like, it wasn't even that much for like a pair of. They were expensive pants anyways. Like they were like $38 for those pajama pants, which is kind of outrageous to me. But I mean, that's if you really think about how that pricing works, then she got it for $15 for those kind of pajama pants. I mean, they must have been good quality. But it's Sears. Anyways, she just waits there, and finally, I called the manager one last time to just kind of confirm. She says, "You can give this She calls again. We wait for a while. She calls. The manager calls me and says, "You can give this person just refund them, and then scan it again for like what 50% off." And in the moment the manager told me that she left, she gave up, and the woman who was there demanding us for these pants, she left. She just left, and we were like, okay, that was about maybe like half an hour of my time wasted. So, and I went to my lunch. I didn't know I think that was like probably the weirdest story I've had. There were so many other stories because it was first off, it was a Sears, and second off, it was closing. So of course you're gonna get the weirdos who come in. Oh my god, you know what? It's 4:31. I wonder what my coworkers are doing right now. Like they're like partying or something. Because today's the day the store closes. People need to cut them boys some slack. Working with people is hard. If I ever see a Karen calling the police on me, I'm just gonna inform her that being the person to call doesn't mean you're right. I wish I could tell that to some people. Oh, there's so many other things. I have a coworker, who, I mean, she was very nice, but I'm pretty sure she had the worst luck, man. She got in trouble more than I did, and all I did was slacked off, to be real honest. I mean, I did my job, but like, for the most part, I was just kind of like standing there. But she was a little more upbeat and up. I guess she bring herself up more when it came to retail jobs. But the thing is, she just got the worst of it. She got the worst hand of it. Like even with the story I just told you guys, she was there and she saw it, and then she also tried to tell this woman the issue with her purchase, but she wouldn't listen, and I don't know, she just started yelling at her more. Um, so and yeah, she had a lot of if that store wasn't closing, she would have probably gotten written up. But oh my god, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to mention any names, but like, I just felt so bad for my coworker. I was like, oh my god, how do you even deal with this? If I were you, I'd have quit my job already. uh, then yeah, so she got the like worst out of it, out of all the just the like the stereotypical getting the yell at customers kind of stuff. I mean, every employee in that store would get that, but for her it was like 3 times that. She had a lot of people who were like calling her racist and stuff. It was so bad. Like I don't for no reason. She wasn't racist. She didn't do anything slightly racist at all. She was just doing her job, and then all these customers, they just rat on her. So, and she's white, but like, yeah, I just felt so bad for her. I couldn't. I'm surprised that she even put up with that. She got the worst out of it. Alright, what I'm gonna do is just kind of gradient this. I don't know what to do with this, so I'm gonna gradient it. Hopefully it works. But yeah, there are a lot of customers in there who called us racist or like they all they did was call us racist. Call like the coworkers and they're racist or they were getting hostile. I mean, I had a few customers who were hostile. I remember one, this lady. I mean, we don't control the bank accounts of these customers. Just tell you guys first off, you can't control the type of payment really, like if it's debit or credit. You can't control that. But she she is. I was like 18 at the time when I first got that, and then she asked, "You can't control it." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." The pin pads are pretty old, anyways. I mean, come on, man. And then she was like, she was mad. I kind of felt bad for her because she had a bunch of kids with her that kept annoying her. I guess from what it looked like. So I didn't say anything, but my coworker she understood that more than I did. She's like a decade older than me, so yeah, I didn't know shit about bank accounts or debit difference between debit and credit back then. So I do now. I do now. If you want to hire me, I do now. So, but back then I didn't know. I was like 18. But there's only a year difference. It's sad. But yeah, she got really hostile with me. And then there's another time when we had a customer who came in who wanted to purchase some, I think, like, I guess these jewelry sets. Was it jewelry sets? Kind of like bracelets and rings and stuff. There's multiple jewelries. And, the thing with that register is it is so old. It is probably older than the majority of the employees there, including the managers. And the sometimes the freaking codes wouldn't come up. The promotions wouldn't come up. The discounted products they wouldn't come up right. And I'm going to have to change these manually. All these customers they come in, they yell, you charge me $10 when they don't see the minus sign, which is literally right on the receipt. We have to circle it now. We had to circle it then. After that, after so many of those incidents happened, I give up. I'm just gonna have to circle the freaking discount now and tell them straight up what I'm doing because I have to manually put in the discounted prices now because it's not coming up on the register. I mean, yeah, on the register now. So, and then they get mad. They think we charge them $10 more or some shit when they don't even see the minus sign that's literally right there. Like, I don't know if you can read or not, but there's literally a minus sign. That means we discounted your product $10. That does not mean we added $10 onto your purchase. Yeast. Even like a fifth grade, even the fifth graders knew what I was doing. They knew what I was doing more than these adults who were like in their mid-30s. Okay, we had little kids come in, purchase clothing with their, I guess their parents' money or something, and they knew what I was doing. So that's how ridiculous it was. The kids knew better than the adults who were there. Ugh. Sometimes I don't even know how I survived that, but I did. Could that be counted as racism? I honestly don't know. Honestly, it could if you were mentioning because I guess I met a dog who was racist. He hated white people. Every time someone else walked by him, I or someone who barked at growl like crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe stay away from that dog. Could that be counted as racism? Honestly, from from what I witnessed that day and what my coworker told me, yeah, it could. Cause I mean, if it was me or any of the other employees, because most of the employees there, they're not white. They're Asian or black or they're just not white. Okay, but it could honestly be counted because if if um if it was any of us doing that in that position, they wouldn't be saying that because I'm pretty sure they would assume they're not racist. But hey, whatever. Glad it didn't happen to me, but I still feel bad, regardless. Like I don't know, I just felt bad for that coworker. She just got all the slack. But we did have a few really weird customers, even just like customers, the racist Karens and was it what's the male version of a Karen called? I forgot, Kevin or something. We had those a lot too. We had those. They were they came in and they were definitely noticed, but I wouldn't say we had a lot of them because um, thankfully we thankfully we didn't have a lot of them because most people are rational. So yeah, I mean like you like two of the straight up black coworkers who got racially profiled. One of them was underage, which looked really bad. Like he was still in high school. Like, oh my god, why would they do that to him? Like the sweetest coworker there, and then this happened. We were like, what the hell? I don't know. The freaking store is just crazy. Okay, but it was an experience. I guess that's if you want to be optimistic about it. It was definitely an experience. I got a retail. I got a retail. I got a retail experience. Yay! But at what cost? I got money out of it, but at what cost? I hope this is the right shade of fortune or purple or whatever this color is. I just want to make sure it looks like it's connected. Yeah, but if you ever get a retail job, I mean, like, you just have to keep it cool, I think. But let's make sure you're, yeah, but yeah, stand up for yourself at the same time, you know what I mean? Can't just let them push you around. I guess having a retail job made me tougher, I think. I set some boundaries or just be blunt or something like that with customer service. Can't sugarcoat it all the time, right? I hope this maybe if I give it some depth, because I already put in the freaking oh my god. I don't know, maybe I know I heard some things. Oh, the one thing I should say that's very good is that we did not have any mask issues at where I worked. So, excuse me. I didn't have any mask issues where I worked, so that's very good. I There were no issues when I when we told the customer you had to put on a mask, they just put it on. That's the one thing I'm thankful for. They didn't have any mask issues. There were no guys over here saying like, "Oh, mask is corruption" or whatever the hell they're saying. We didn't have any of that, which is good. So I'm glad about that. But if we could talk about everything else, the stereotypical one, then yeah. But regarding masks, we didn't have any mask issues with these women or men that came in that were shopping. They were most all of them pretty much complied. So yeah, I knew there were a few cases of that, but those were at places I didn't even work, so I can't tell you the story of that. I knew one of them was at a Target or something, but that's it. If I ever had to go back into retail again, I actually wanted to go into restaurant biz, but with I'm not sure because I'm not very good with handling food. Like I had a job that kind of handled food, but I wasn't actually working in the food area. I was working just like as an usher, but sometimes you'd have to like pick up food or something. If that would be considered food handling. But I'm not good with food. Okay, I I don't think I am. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to go into food, anything food related. If I could make this just a little more dense, that would be better. As soon as I saw stream, oh my god, oh it is, oh hey Eric, sorry. Oh, you guys are so sweet, thank you. I need more water. Okay, um, let's try to go into something a little more positive if you want to consider that. But I have this room that I'm in, and it is I've been staying in here for since May of this year, so it's like 3 months now. No, 4 months. Now it's September, but it's actually really nice. I wanted to do a room tour of you guys because when I first showed off this room to my friends, like just my personal friends, I got a lot of I got a lot of DMs and stuff saying you should do a room tour and stuff like that. And I really do want to do a room tour. It's just that I'm a little incompetent about my room at the moment because, like, I don't know if it's going to be any good. I have this plushie that I've been aspiring to get, like, since last year when I saw it online. I ordered it, like, a week ago, I believe. Or maybe a little more than a week now. But it should be coming in very soon. Hopefully, nothing. It's coming in from the UK. So, but, hopefully I wanted to add that in, like just like a little touch to my bedding and stuff. But that's why I was so hesitant on my doing a room tour because I was so afraid of like maybe I'm gonna add something new and then I missed that and I didn't show my viewers that. So I'm a little scared. And but I do have some tips on like storage because I've been living in this small room for 3 months now and I've lived in small spaces. So I do have some storage tips that I can show you guys. I think. I'm gonna use a smudge tool. I don't like this texturing on the on the planet, so I'm gonna just smudge it out. That was not what I intended it for, but yeah. When I, but yeah, I think a room tour for everyone, not just my. I mean, I want to show it to my friends, but I think everyone could see it. I think it would be kind of cool. But yeah, I wanted to do that. I really want to do a room tour. I just keep hesitating on it because I'm so incompetent about my room. Like, what if I add something new to it? I just keep thinking of those thoughts, but I want to get over those thoughts. I want to get over those thoughts soon so I can really show you guys where I'm living. I mean, not exactly because I don't want to put my address out, but like just show you guys that how I'm living ideally in my space and how I'm even recording the stream aside from just using OBS. Um, so, you know, that. I wonder, last time I did one of these streams, my friends came on and they doopied all over it. So, I mean, like, cool. I want to see them again. My friends came in and they started talking on the stream. Oh my god. Okay. 2 years ago, I recorded this stream on my Instagram, and I was like 17 at the time, and I had two classmates who were arguing. One of them happened to be was my now ex-boyfriend, but and it was another girl that I think God, it's weird. I think she's a little, she's very. How can I put this without putting it to like a neat term? Like she was very close to me, like in almost an intimate fashion, but they had a huge argument on my stream. And I was with my friend, and me and my friend were watching these two argue with each other on my stream. And I didn't know what to do about it because I didn't know, there was no feature to kick off someone from Instagram Live at the time. So I was like, what the hell do I do with this? And it was the funniest shit ever, but yeah, that's what I was. I hope that's kind of what I was comparing to this stream as well. Or well, not to this stream, but like to the stream that happened back in July of this year. I was thinking about that the whole time. I was like, oh my god, this is not happening now. Don't let this happen now. I do not like the texturing, but does it really matter? It doesn't really matter because we're not even gonna see it anyways. I think I'm gonna because we're still doing the rocks, right? The rocks, yay! Let me save this file before it crashes. Well, it saves or not saved, but I'm gonna rant about some stuff on Miitopia. First, who does declare get a good attack so late? Second, the imps are overpowers for the time you get them, and they have so many spells you can get. You can get them quickly. Oh yeah, you can get the imps pretty quickly. I only had like one. I don't know how many imps you had, but I had one meat for each job. So I had one imp, and that one imp was Vinny. And well, okay, the issue I think it might have depends on the personality type, honestly, because Vinny was very lazy. She was a laid back imp. So I was when I was doing when I was using Vinny, she was very useless. It was probably the most useless me I had in the game whenever I used her. So I think it might depend on the personality type. So if you had like an energetic imp, that would that would make more impact than somebody who's laid back. So I don't know what it was with my knee, but she didn't do much when it came to battle. She just kind of like poked at the other knees or slept. A lot of the personality traits, the personality quirks, or I forgot what it's called. Sorry, personality moves. They came in and it kind of disrupted the battles. I got here because of her Miitopia plus something with the Dark Side. Oh right. Wait a minute. I didn't post anything on Amino. I haven't posted on Amino in like 3 months. Or not 3 months, like 4 or 5 months. I don't even remember what the last time I posted on Miitopia Amino was. The Darks. Okay, let me check my Amino. I don't wanna. I hope nobody. When did you see that post? Let me see. I don't know. I'll just sign into my Amino. I haven't posted anything on Amino on Amino on any of the groups I'm in at all. Like for the past 3 months. Why is it? Oh yikes! My internet's slow. Sorry. All right. So the let me get into this. The last. Oh my god! I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. I wasn't on here for so long. Nice. Um, I haven't. I have like 9 notifications on here. Not 9. 20. Okay, I have 245 notifications on my Miitopia Amino. 245. Hold on. That's how long I haven't been on here. Hold on, my internet's not working properly. I missed my phone. It's like the Wi-Fi just connects and disconnects whenever it wants. But let me try again. Thanks. No. Sometimes my yeah, 200 over 200 notifications. Okay. Uh, that's how long I didn't check it. I have 45 notifications on the Miitopia Amino, and I think the rest of them came from other groups. But that's how long I haven't 245 notifications. That's intimidating. Fourth time I made everything fiends. I hate the oh my god fiends. The fiends are like the hardest thing to battle. It's even harder than Dark Lord. They just kill you off if you don't use it. You have to use the hyper. You have to use a hyper sprinkle to defeat the fiends. You know. And using that is like you have to be like very strategic. Okay, when you're defeating fiends and using your hyper sprinkles for that, because if you mess up and use the wrong meat, then you're just dead. That's it. That's the honest truth. If you use the if you use the hyper sprinkle on the wrong meat, or if you don't have any hyper sprinkles at all, then you're dead. So okay, let me just say what I'm gonna do. So the last thing I'm gonna color is the rocks, and basically with the rocks, I'm just gonna use the same texturing method I used when I made the last face piece, and I it was all the way back in January, so I can't exactly remember what the texturing method was I used, but I think I can remember it from the top of my head, just like the basics of it. I believe it was like dark colors and then just lighting it up until it looks like a rock. So that's what I'm going to do for the rocks, and then we're pretty much done with this. And since I wasn't recording the last time I told you guys what I had for this idea, like the full thing, I gotta tell you guys again. Okay, give me 1 second. I really need to blow my nose. 245. Yeah, 245 notifications, man. Yeah, I haven't posted a lot. And I know the administrator for the Miitopia Amino, they recently went offline off of the Miitopia amino, off of amino, I believe, like in general. No, not on amino, but like they said that they were gonna be inactive on the Miitopia amino, like completely. They're just gonna leave it there. So I know the administrator. That's what they said. So that's yeah. Even I mean she left. So give me one sec. I need to blow my nose. I need to like yes right now. Alright, I am back. Hopefully my nose won't be congested too much. And I just drank all my water. Box. Miitopia. Um, you know, what was it? Maybe somebody said so. I'm gonna go follow you on that. You know, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done I haven't. I was really confused when he said you saw Dark Lord whatever. Oh, oh, now I remember. I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was it was either sketches of the Darkest Lord, or is that no? Hold on, I gotta check my amino. I could not remember. 36 reputation. Oh, 54. 1,069. Oh, this! Oh, this thing! Okay, now I remember. I was like, wait, what? The dark, talking about the Dark Lord painting. I can't believe I forgot about that. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Thank you for reminding me, Thrasher. I forgot that I posted this thing. I just posted it and it dipped like after. I was so caught up with my first year of college and all this crap about like going on to some new online school and stuff like that. I just forgot that I posted that and left. But thank you for reminding me. I was like, what the hell? What is she talking about? What are you talking about? And I was like, oh, now I remember. There you go. Thank you. Again, thank you for reminding me. I was like, what? I didn't post anything recently. Don't tell me I just. Hold on. There you go. But yeah, I was so confused. So what are you talking about? I didn't post nothing on like months. Um, so yeah, I think it was a Dark Lord painting for anyone who wasn't understanding. That's what they were talking about. So my confusion has been cleared up. So I'm just gonna put some shading on these rocks right now because put the darkest shading, and then after I'm gonna light it up. I'll light it up eventually, but right now I want to focus on the shading. That's what I usually do with pieces like this anyways. Uh, yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot about that. Oh my god, there's like 13 comments on this. I'm a little afraid, because like, oh my god, member since January 13th, 2020, 236 days. This is when I was trying to find new people. That's why I never told you guys. I was trying to find new people to talk to online because I was like really lonely at the time, and I was just thinking to myself like, I heard about Amino. I wanted to join because I heard this had like different communities and stuff for like pretty much everything. So I joined like 6 different communities, and 2 of them I didn't use at all, but the other two, Miitopia and then like the other 2, bisexual or whatever, I use a lot, and yeah, it's been a while. That was during January when I was trying to find like new people to talk to, and that also kind of recruited me to the dating apps as well. We don't talk about that too much, but I think you guys get the gist of the dating apps. but I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just yikes. We always talked about never use dating apps back in like high school, and then I would use them. Or then they didn't teach us not to use it. They told us you gotta use it when you're 18. You gotta use it when you're 18, for obvious reasons. So I was like, yeah, okay. And I waited until I was 18. What do you know? Um, yeah, time. Excuse me. Darkest Lord, not Sin. Darkest Lord, Darkest Sun. It's fine. I can't type either, man. Is this thing getting enough connection? It's still on the part where I didn't even shade it. Uh, yeah. Yeah, that's when I got into, that's why I got into Amino, because I wanted to, I guess, talk to, new people, because I was not having it back then. I wanted to do something new. That was my New Year's resolution. I did meet new people eventually. I just kind of messed up stuff, so, or I got too caught up in, wasn't, maybe, just other stuff that didn't really have any social cues or whatever in it. But now I'm back. Hopefully, now that I am back online, then I can kind of get into kind of just chatting on here more often while doing whatever art I do. Whatever art I do, I can at least chat. You know what? Speaking of chatting, when I think maybe the whole like job thing itself, maybe it has helped me to chat more. Because I'm gonna be honest, I still do have an issue with like talking to people, however it is online or in person. Uh, Especially if I don't know someone in particular. But I think my job has really kind of opened me up to talking, getting more, get some, get some social skills or whatever. So, just like talk like a normal person. I think I still have my Valley Girl accent, but I can, for the most part, I can talk to people normally now. So hopefully hopefully I can improve on that more. Especially now I'm in my speech class again. I failed my speech class. No, I dropped out of it. I dropped out of my speech class back in spring semester because I just couldn't handle it too much. But yeah, now that I'm back in my speech class, hopefully now that I have these social skills and stuff like that to talk to people, even if I don't know them at all, it really helps. I had a I had a few I guess some training on talking to like really young children at my workplace if they needed like assistance for a parent or something like that. But that's really it. But and then like just telling customers like you can't do this. That's like all I had back when I was back when I got into Amino. Just how to talk to children to find their parents, or get not counseling, but like just guidance if it was needed, if there was like a lost child at the park, or if I needed to tell one of the customers, like teenager, adult, whatever, I can't do this. You can't do this. You gotta do whatever you're doing. Stop it. That's pretty much it. Just guidance and regulations. That's all I had my social skills for. But now that's all I had my social skills for. But now that I had my retail job, I think it might have opened me up to talking more casually just to everyday people that I see. So I'm really proud of. I'm really happy that I have that now, and I'm really hopefully this thing will look like a freaking rock soon. Ugh. I know it looks messy right now. I know the shading looks messy, but I promise it's gonna look better than this. Hopefully it looks better than this. Um, I think like back in 2017, I did this program where I had to we served like free lunch to like basically children, or I think the like highest age we could serve to was like 18, and that's it. I was like 16 at the time, so I was like a child myself. But we had to serve lunch to really just little kids, and that's like the only other thing I had to do had social skills in, and I had to direct a little art activity for these little kids and stuff like that. It was so fun. It was fun. But I was volunteering at the time, and this is one guy who kind of ruined it for me. There was this one guy. He's like 2 years older than me at the time, and I was trying to help these little kids do like abstract art, which is fine. I mean, it's kids' artwork. Come on, man. But this guy, he went over to these kids, these like little 7-year-old kids, and he says, "You need to work on that." And then the freaking counselor pulls him in, and it was like, "You can't say that to the kids." And the counselor I was laughing so hard, I couldn't stop laughing, and I just tried to like face away from these kids and like laugh in peace or something, I guess. And I felt so bad, but like, oh my god, why would you say that to a little kid? Ugh. No, that's the biggest memory I have. So yeah, I've only really had experience with um, with working with children and in retail service now. Now that I had my retail job, so yeah, that's all social. I went on an entire rant. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, text. Oh, I got texts. I got weird texts actually lately. Like sometimes you get weird texts from people. That always happens on Instagram, but like any Instagram user, I'm pretty sure has had that experience where they get like a weird text from somebody. I won't specify what type of text, but like it's just a weird text. It's like one you don't want to answer. So, and if you guys are like any like suspicious text, do not answer them. Like, seriously, if you know it's from a friend or something, then go ahead. But like if it's suspicious, then yeah. But even though it was from a friend, sometimes your friends' accounts get hacked, and then there's all this like I know there's like links or stuff like that where people get hacked on their accounts and stuff like that. I know it was going on around June a lot. Um, I don't know for like you guys it has, but back in like June of this year, there were a lot of accounts getting hacked because they kept clicking on that stupid link that would ask for the password. It was basically a fake Instagram, and the link would ask for the Instagram login credentials, and then after the entire account would get hacked. So yeah, don't click those links. Do not click those links if you use any like social media. They're trying to bamboozle you, man. Oh, and you know what? I actually heard of this new app. There's like a developer. It's called Artful. I think it's a Japanese developer. I know it's a developer from Asia, but she's developing an app for artists and even non-artists, where you would see for artists particular because if any artist has used Instagram, Instagram sucks. for artists. Okay, uh, it was so many policies that messed up the algorithm for artists. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care about the algorithm too much. I just kind of post whenever I want to. But for some artists, they really do. They really do care about that. They get their, I guess, their profit or income from that, or that's how they promote their work and stuff, so they can get commissions and stuff like that. But it's really not good for any artist because it just the whole all these policy changes and the sudden algorithm changes and Instagram updates just really messes them up, right? So there's a developer I saw on on Instagram who said she was making the app that has better pretty much it's just pretty much Instagram, but it's better. Like it looks just like Instagram, but so much more suitable for artists. And not artists can sign up. It's kind of looks like DeviantArt. It doesn't look like DeviantArt. It kind of acts like DeviantArt, but for like an app, like an iPhone. Like, but it's like DeviantArt and Instagram to combine. You can have like art challenges, and you can you can still direct message people and stuff like that. You can get art theft taken down. That's probably the best part. You can do like a DTYS. You can put them under challenges and stuff like that. I thought it was. I'm excited for the app because I want to use that. I do not like using Instagram sometimes. As much as I use Instagram, doesn't mean I like it all the time. You know what I mean? So I was really excited to hear about this app. So it's called Artful, like ARTFOL. So yeah, you guys should check it out. I just gave this coder free promotion, I guess. But like, yeah, every time my grandmother gets a spam call, she acts like she is nearly deaf and screams "ah" into the phone. I do that too. I do that too. We get so many Social Security, IRS scam calls. We're just like, this is stupid. We're not falling for this. I don't even know anything too much about the IRS. We get so many of the IRS calls. Your Social Security has been corrupted. It's not true. I don't even keep my Social Security on me. But yeah, you get a lot of those calls, scam calls, whether it be for like bank info, Social Security stuff, and or just anything government based. Or if the one time I got a scam call, actually like back in July, saying, "Okay, yeah, the police are coming over, and I handed your info, sensitive information. I should really just say." Um, I'm not falling for that. They would have just came over if the police were trying to get me. I didn't do anything anyways. So stupid. Yeah, get all those scam calls all the time. Oh, and once you're an adult, like I don't know if this is what I've noticed. Once I turned like 18, the student loan offers they would come in. I have never ever taken a student loan out, ever. So it's since I've turned 18, or actually I should say since I've started college, I've never taken out a student loan. So I don't need to. I just take that for people who need it. But uh, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm not falling for this. It's stupid. Go scam someone else, or don't scam anyone at all. You know what I mean? I need to fix these rocks again. They fucked up. Now they look like pallets. I'm trying to remember the technique. Ugh. Sometimes I forget myself, like my own techniques. Huh. This might take a while. I'm sorry, but it's fucking rocks, man. It's textured rocks. It's supposed to take a while. Let me check how I did the rocks back then. So when I did the rocks, back when I did the last face piece, I used. Oh, I see what I did. So I put a bump on it, and I shaded the ground, like at the bottom of it. So I would just shade this part, and then shade like here, and then kind of just bring the shading gradient all the way up. Okay. So I kind of think I think I remember, but I still need to get used to it. because I haven't used this technique in such a long time for obvious reasons. Yeah. It's all over the place right now. It doesn't look good at all, but it's getting... Let's see how it looks. Right now, it kind of looks like a Miitopia piece. Obviously, the rocks still need to be shaded, but right now it is looking kind of decent. I'm gonna fix the planet again. I'm just fixing the horizon line, but I'll deal with that later. So rocks. Ugh. Damn. I want to add some shading to it too. That's gonna be nice. So I have rock. God damn it! This is gonna be hard. I don't remember how I texted those rocks. I knew last time I did this back in January. It took a while because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just kind of all over the place with my rock texturing. So I do have kind of an idea of what to do now, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see, maybe I should use a smaller brush size. I know they had these little gradients here and then little bumps. They had bumps that would connect so it actually looks textured. The texturing, I'm gonna be honest, the texturing for my old piece came out so well. It's just now I don't even remember what I did. So let's see. IRS scam calls. Ugh. They all come in from Texas too. You had a scam call. Well, you aren't supposed to be. I was coming to my house. Clearly, isn't coming after that. What you usually do is don't answer unless, yeah. Sometimes I do answer unknown numbers though, because if it's like or unregistered numbers, I should say, because I didn't have my boss. My boss wasn't registered into my phone contacts. And but I knew it was her because she always had the area code. So the area code attached to the back of the first 3 digits of the number. So, shush. So I knew that was my boss. It's just like, oh no. But unknown numbers, yeah, generally I don't answer them anymore. I haven't changed my numbers since like I was in 6th or 5th grade. So I've had the same number for pretty much my entire schooling. Since 5th grade, I've had the same number. So I don't know. I'm not supposed to. Whew. I know this stuff. I promise you, I know this stuff. Yikes. It's just I still get the weird scam calls. I think it's like my boss or something, and it's actually just an IRS scam call. Do not answer scam calls. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. Basic information. Kid or adult, whatever. I love when they threaten police. I know. What are you supposed to do? You don't even know where I live. Like this, I don't know. They threaten police like they know where I live and stuff. It's not the case. Oh man, you know what's scary? Back in senior year, I had a classmate. She showed me this. Okay, I don't know if I should say this. If I should even tell the story, but I don't know. She showed me something that related phone numbers and names attached to them. So I was like, okay, I hope nobody discovers this. It's scary. Huh. She yeah. She I don't know. It's just so weird. Like why would anyone invent like well, it was a website. It wasn't anything bad, but it was just very creepy. Um, she uh she showed me it, and they had to relate to numbers and any contacts attached to those numbers. I had a oh, you know what's actually really scary? Um, my phone got hacked like a month ago by somebody by a Chinese number, and I could tell it was Chinese because I had about 20 different text messages that were in Chinese, and it was an 88 number. So yeah, there you go. But so whoever went into it, the MacBook that went into it, it was coming from China. So or what some other Asian country. I don't really know, but it was I definitely know it was at least coming from China, from a Chinese user. But I was I was like, okay, I don't know Chinese, and so I, out of curiosity, I copy and pasted the message onto onto my on my Google Translate just to see like what is this text messages, and then it came up. It was selling a baby product using an American telephone number. So, and I took off the MacBook that did this already, so it's fine. It's all good now. Nothing has happened to my phone, don't worry. But that was like scary as shit for me. I did not want anything like that ever happening again. I was like stunned. I was like, okay, yeah. I went into my cloud and I took off the number that did that, or the MacBook I should say that did that. You can still send text messages through a MacBook, I believe so. Oh my god, potential spam. Oops, spam. Sorry, stupid thing. Come on. Every time I see that website. Oh, the phone. Oh, yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about, but I did not like it when she showed me that. That was scary. Like, could you imagine that? Like somebody using that website to just track that? That. I'm just glad it's not known by people. That's so scary. I remember. I know they had a few Club Penguin incidents where people were there was like a fake Club Penguin website or something like that, and they were tracking the users on there. That was especially bad because there were a lot of child users on there, so it did not look good for Disney or whoever was doing it. So I was like, yikes. I don't want. It's scary to talk about that side stuff, so I'm trying to stay away from that. But I think you guys get what I mean. I think the lesson in this is just don't use just protect your phone, and if you can take off any suspicious numbers, you do it. You can take off any suspicious devices. Yeah, do it. Sometimes I get try incoming or attempted silence from like I remember I got one from Indonesia and Thailand. Like okay, none of those countries I have association with Filipino, but it's like where the hell are these numbers coming from? Jesus Christ, people are like whoever's doing this like expertise or some shit and getting all these numbers. I think the only mile I was like trying to 'cause I don't call anyone internationally anyway, so I was like, okay, if you guys know how to block like international calls, because I don't call anyone internationally, just tell me please. I do not know how to do that. I tried looking. I don't think you can do that on iOS, but if you can, let me know because yeah, I don't know. Try to finding a way to block international phone numbers from contacting my phone, but yeah. I think like I take that back. Hold on. I do call internationally. I call my relatives from the Philippines, but other than that, I do not call anyone internationally. So and even when I call my Filipino relatives, it's always through like Facebook Messenger. It's not even through like the actual phone app or like through entering a phone number. I don't have to enter international. I just use the I just use another app. I don't even know how to enter international anyway. So if you guys know how to block international phone calls from coming in and contacting your phone, then just please tell me. The 5 years of Chinese in elementary school helped me none. All I looked at was Ni Hao Kai Lan, and I hated it. Oh my god. That was the only one I paid attention to. Yeah, you know what? I actually took a Mandarin class too, but that was in middle school. I took a, I took this Mandarin class back in 6th grade because I wanted to kind of get into new things And we had this really nice lady who she made us use a program, like a really nice Chinese lady. She was a little smaller than us, but and I was a tall sixth grader, so I was tall for a sixth grade student. So I mean that kind of makes sense. But she she signed us all up. There's only like three people in that class, and I was like the only one who was like constantly attending. But she made us sign up to a program where we take Chinese lessons, and they were augmented for children. So it's not like all these characters you have to learn at once. Now that you're an adult, you're just looking at these like what the hell's going on. And you'll see it's simple. It was simplified specifically for like children, but uh, I had a lot of the language retained. The issue was I left the middle school that I was attending, so I forgot everything, and I was like, oh my god, I should have just remembered that Mandarin class. It would have been so useful. They actually offer a Mandarin class at the college I attend, and I'd be like, okay, maybe I could take it because I took a Mandarin class before, and I don't know it. I don't know anymore because I forgot it. It's like back in like what 7 or 8 years ago. Here you go, my congestion. When did I go in the sixth grade? Like 2012? Ugh. Oh my god, that's when Gundam Style still exists was a thing. But yeah, so it was Gundam Style. Gundam Style. Oh my god. Yeah. Mickey! Give me 1 second. Mickey, stop it. Okay, I'm back. I want to blow my nose again. eating too much dairy. I was short 5th grade at 4'7". Oh my god. 5th grade, I was like 5'2". And then after once high school hit, I didn't grow an inch. I grew an inch, and that's it. I was like, when I started high school, I was like 5'4", and then sorry, I got back, but when I was in high school, when I was a freshman in high school, I was like 5'4", and by the time senior year came around, and I had to get a check out physical again, I was 5'5", and that's it. So I heard, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I heard girls, they typically don't stop growing around the age of 18, and I think everyone knows here I surpassed the age of 18. So, that's it. That's it for my height. I knew, sometimes I wish I was taller, but at the same time, I kind of like I'm comfortable with my height. I'm comfortable with my height, so I can't really say I'm not uncomfortable with it, but at the same time, it's just like a thing in the back of my mind. You know what I mean? Like if I could make myself, I would make myself look taller. Get some pumps or some, buy some pumps like $79, $80 pumps. Maybe that will make me look like a tall. Oh my god, tall gothy. I don't know. I'm not goth, but hey, how are you? Oh my god. Oh my god, I have so many. Did these assholes did not verify me yet? I sent them in my selfie this morning, and they still haven't verified me. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I think I'm calm now. Just keep working on this. I know one of my friends. She's usually here. I don't really know what she's doing anymore, but I can't keep up with everyone, you know. But if you're watching the stream, friend, then I hope you're okay. Yeah, I just, whew, like, sometimes I get that, like, one viewer, but they never say anything. Like, when the stream, like, starts, like, I don't know if that's just a YouTube glitch, or if it's, like, a legit person watching, but I always get that one viewer who's watching when I always start these streams, and they don't say anything, so I was like, which is fine. It's just, I was just wondering, like, if it's my friend, because I know she's usually here for the whole time. She tells me even, she's like, I've been here for the entire time, and I didn't know it. But if you're watching this, I hope you're okay. So check in, and I will text me or whatever you need to do, because I'm usually on my phone anyway. So probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, you back? Yay! Viewers. Yeah, I know 2 of them are chatting in my live chat. But the third one, I have a feeling it's her. So what's up? Leo stretch. Oh my god, I didn't even work on this rock. I just kind of added lines to it. Okay, the texture is coming out okay. Like over here, it's coming out. It's just I still need to work on it. Oh my god. Do you guys know what's crazy? So one of the YouTubers I watch, he recently he said somebody is trying to get his channel taken down, and yeah, the strike, the copyright strike, and everyone knows, like, if you get 3 copyright strikes on YouTube, your channel can get terminated, or most likely just will get terminated. I know they terminated Leafy, but that's not the YouTuber I'm talking about. I'm talking about another commentary channel who usually uses music, like copyrighted music, but it's like for the split seconds. It's usually not like an entire song. It's like mashups of a song, and so he said that somebody out there, somebody who was viewing this stream, had created a YouTube channel and used a mix from 2015 that was made in 2015 and was published in 2015, I should say, on YouTube by another user. They went and created their own, claimed to be a company, posted the video under their name, and then copyright struck the YouTubers' content, and that's how they got a one strike on their channel. I was like, how do people even do this? Like, that's just cruel. The fuck? And I mean, I found a video. I know they did it. I know exactly what they did, but Jesus, it's getting more brutal. Like YouTube, with all these like automated YouTube strikings and stuff, it's just getting worse. And I don't even check the channels no more. So sometimes I'm a little afraid to use YouTube as a platform. Because always comes, excuse me, it always comes down to like stuff like this. Like I don't want that to happen to my channel, or I don't want any of my like users or anyone watching this like to get attacked on their bases or whatever, or have their channels affected or something like that. But I don't think any of the viewers will get affected. But who knows? YouTube might come out with a new policy that also affects the viewers of the channel. Who the hell wants that? Like, I don't know. YouTube is just crazy. I wonder what the YouTube rewind is gonna look for 2020. Are they just gonna have like literally the YouTubers? We didn't know any of the YouTubers like at all. Through these past like 5 or 6 years of YouTube rewinds. Like I only knew like Smosh back in like not Smosh, but I knew like a few back in 2013, but like past 2014 and beyond, I did not know any of the rewind features. Anyone who was featured on YouTube rewinds. So I was like, okay, this isn't worth my time. So I don't know if you guys do, but I just don't. I watch other. I guess I'm not that kind of YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with watching those type of YouTubers, but I just did not know any of them, so I was very confused by the entire thing. But what the hell is this? It's like acting like a boomer. Like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is. It's like old shit. I don't know. Maybe it's old shit. I don't even know how old the content is. These people have been on here way too long. I don't know. Okay, I think the texture is coming out. It just needs some work, and I gotta do it for 2 more rocks. Oh my god. If you get strikes somehow, I'm gonna cry. I haven't gotten any strikes, thankfully, so don't worry. I've only got my YouTube blocked, but not my YouTube blocked. One of my videos blocked, and that's really it. And that was just okay. That was for the most ridiculous reason too. It was because of what's wrong with this thing? Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, just as long as I use copyright-free music. But when I went on, I played like a 5 seconds of a not a playlist, but a song, a track that apparently is copyrighted somewhere in Europe, and now that entire video has been There's a stream. That entire stream had been blocked from a few European countries. Like, okay, I don't know if I have any European viewers, but that's a little sad. If anyone from Europe is watching this, then I'm sorry. That particular video is blocked. But it's okay. I think it was like my little Kaji and Sweet one that got blocked from a Europe I think it was Belgium and like Denmark. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. I think one of the countries was Belgium. I can't remember the second one. But I think I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. Thank you anyways. Oh my god, I just remembered. So my little cousin, he starts high school this year. And it was like, I don't know why I felt so weird just looking at my little cousin's Instagram bio. It says class of 2025. I'm like, oh my god, is this real? What? Okay, wait, hold on, okay. Give me 1 second. I know class of 2023 went in last year. So it's now class of 2024 that's alright. Okay, no, he went in, he should be 14 this year. So that means my little cousin will be like in freshman year, right? According to American, I guess American high school. I saw something weird. It was like class of 2024 or something. I was like, what the hell? We're really that far into the future? I was like, okay. And when I put class of 2019 in my bio in my freshman year of high school, and my older cousin, she was like, oh my god, I graduated in class of 2010. I think I'm finally experiencing that now with my younger cousins. And I just see my little cousin. He has this bio. It says class of 2024 or 25 or something like that. I'm like, I'm really into the future. That that I don't know why that astonishes me. Like we're really getting into the futuristic part. Like the future we never imagined, but it finally arrived. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I was in elementary school, I drew this drawing of myself, of how I thought it would look like in the future. It was back in 2010, and I had all these years lined up. I had 2010, 2014, 2018, 2020, and I was thinking to myself, okay, this this sounds like a distant future. And then now, when I looked at that same drawing again in 2014, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. And I was in eighth grade. I was just in eighth grade when I saw that. And I had a little backpack. It was portraying me as a teenager. And I was like a kid when I drew that. And then after I look at it, next 4 years later after that, 2018, I was a senior in high school. And I was like, wow, we're really here. And now I'm looking at the last part of this drawing, 2020. And it was portraying me as an adult. And I look like this. Okay, you guys don't know what I look. Most of you don't know what I look like on here, but I'm 5'5". Okay, and I have black hair. So yeah, I don't know why it was bad. It was just was 20 is bad. Oh my god, if they do another Zoom culmination, I heard that there was a class of 2020 somewhere around American high school that used Animal Crossing to graduate. I'm not joking when I say that. The students, they brought a Switch, or if they had a Switch already, they used a Switch, or they brought Animal Crossing or something. They went into one room, not room, but what's it, village, I guess, or village, island. And then had a graduation ceremony there. I know there's only a limit of like 8 players to invite onto the islands. I don't know too much about Animal Crossing. I just got into. I'm sorry, but I was like, God damn, they really stoked out. Like class of 2020. I know my cousin. She graduated. I never asked her what her graduation. I'm pretty sure they just did like a little rock station thing, like with although most of the LA district schools did, but. I was like, oh my god. And I saw some of my friends, they graduated this year, and they were doing this like little walkthrough, just like little drive-through culmination process. Like, I couldn't imagine that. Imagine when I did. Eric, remember when we graduated last year? And we had to do all that crappy, we had to sit through that hour-long speech of the principal just rambling. And I wanted to walk out of that graduation seat because I did not want to be there. I just wanted to get it over with. I was telling my friends, I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to wait for these idiots to keep spelling their stuff, even though they treat us like shit while we were still in high school. But don't even get me started on my class president. But I was I'm gonna be real honest with you, and I was very, very tempted to just walk out of that, the graduation scene that year. I was fed up. I wanted to go home. I know my parents would have whooped me if they did that, so I was like, no, thank you. But that was the one thing I was thinking. I was thinking about the entire time the graduation ceremony. It was in the hot sun. I'd prefer if they didn't. I thought there's so many things I had to say about that graduation ceremony. I went to California high school, and it was super duper hot, and these guys were blasting it. I chose the latest time so it could be cool, but it was still hot. I couldn't even imagine the guys who graduated around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, how they were feeling just sitting in that sun. But, yeah, so part of me was like, okay, maybe we should just do a drive-in walk, because I do not want to sit through that damn stage. If I had to do that, like, class 2020, yeah, I would honestly prefer that, I'm going to be real honest, because I do not want to sit in that hot sun. I got super tan that day. I'm not white, but I got darker, significantly darker. And wherever the cloak would just cut off, it was dark. My hand was dark. There was a freaking phone mark on my hand for the entire rest of the week because I was holding my phone in my hand while that graduation ceremony, and my entire hand was just dark. I got super tan that day. I didn't know what to do about it. I went on a ramble again. Uh, I wish you guys could see my face, so you know what I'm looking like. But the first thing is this freaking internet connection. It's not accurately going on, so it's a little slower. So you guys are seeing kind of like what's in the past of the stream. But at the same time, I mean, it's not really necessary. I just wish you could see what I'm looking like right now when I say this stuff. I got so tanned, and I was wearing flats that day, so on that elementary graduation had that apparently. The woman reading our names constantly had voice cracks. She was like 60, oh my god. Oh. I don't remember my elementary school graduation. I had an elementary school graduation too, so it's not that bad. Some of the schools, I know the schools around where I live, for the elementary kids, they graduate like in 6th grade. When I was in elementary school in LA County, I graduated in 5th grade. So I was very stunned to know that the kids around here were graduating at 6th grade level to go to middle school. That means you only have 2 years in middle school. So it's like, geez. So yeah, but the LA County does the kids there. I'm pretty sure, unless they changed it by now. Back in like 2012, the kids there would graduate by the time they're 5th grade. Yeah, oh my god, voice cracks. When I was when I was working, we had to do an intercom, and sometimes we would have to call like coworkers to come over to a certain area of the store, and one of our I had to do announcements sometimes to announce that the store was closing, and I was very bad at trying to pronounce stuff. So I had a voice crack right in the middle of the moment I was trying to announce the store is closing. 6 o'clock. The store is closing at 6 o'clock. The store closes in 30 minutes, right? So I think that was embarrassing, and I didn't really know my lines either. That's like probably like I did only like 3 or 4 times, 5 times at most. So okay, that makes sense. But I just yeah, I've had that issue too. Why my voice would crack, especially if I didn't know how to say something. Uh, one of the one of the things I always had that was just a constant like I guess thing that I've noticed is a lot of the teachers here they would pronounce my name wrong. I mean the freaking the professor for my one of my classes, my current classes right now, she spelled my name wrong, and it was on an online. It was online. It was for Canvas. She spelled my name wrong, but my name was literally right there for her to spell correctly. I was like, okay, Professor, you spelled my name wrong. I'm just gonna let you know that now. I'm not gonna say anything. I get kind of it's kind of a pet peeve when people spell my name wrong, but I kind of understand because it is a hard name to pronounce. But I just if someone says my name wrong or spells it wrong or something, then I just say it. But she didn't change it until like 2 days later, and then all of my classmates, I was doing a group work with my classmates. They just kept calling me by the wrong name that was there, even though my profile was displayed and it displays the correct spelling of my name. It's like what the how are you gonna spell my name wrong? My name's literally my correct name is right there. So, yeah, it's just something I found interesting. Sometimes I know my mom's sleeping right now, but sometimes she bursts into my room just to check on me. And if she sees me talking, she's going to ask, who am I talking to? I'm talking to the people who are viewing my live stream. I still live with my parents, I'm sorry. But I just can't afford an apartment right now. Not with this freaking stupid pandemic or whatever. So, my freaking tears were still open. I would still kind of kept that. Would have I really kept that? No, I would not. Oh my, yeah. That's the other news. I'm planning to move out very soon. I have to move out next year, actually. It still is not very soon, but I have to leave the house. My parents, so I want to get this room tour over with, so I can show you guys what I'm living in right now before that time comes. I'm expected to leave next year because I transferred to university, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm really scared. But I want to show you guys the room before I leave. I never showed you guys my big room. That's okay. That was a big room. Nobody cares about that. Small rooms that people care about, right? No. But yeah. I want to show you guys the room I'm in right now. It's a very small room. It's like a tiny house. If you guys ever seen one of those, it's kind of cool. It's pretty cool. So I gotta show you it. Okay, this rock texturing is coming out. I just want to see like. One second. There you go. So I have sun. It's kind of coming up. The rock still needs texturing. Right now it looks like a beef patty, but if we just make it look sharper and erase some of those lines, not lines, but extra stuff that we don't need, then we're all good, right? So I'm gonna go here. Oh, you know what? It still needs like some texturing, but not some texturing, some highlights. These rocks, these little asteroid thingies, they need a lot of work. Trust me. I know most of this stage itself was dark, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But I still want to get it kind of right, and just kind of make it look bright, so it doesn't look like a skull, or not a skull, but like a just like soulless. You know what I mean? Right now they're kind of looking like butt cheeks. What just happened? Oh, these are coming up. I hope this is still going on because I don't know what just happened with my YouTube studio, but it just suddenly stopped displaying the. It just suddenly stopped displaying the screen for some reason in the chat. It's like, what? Alright, so what's your favorite kind of music? I always get this question and I always don't know how to answer it. My favorite type of music is probably probably J-core or something. Not J-core, but that's what kind of I like electro and techno a lot. I like trance a lot. That's for sure. I was raised on trance. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. I was raised on trance. I didn't like the music my parents were listening to. were listening to, and I didn't like the music that my friends were listening to, so I just went to trance. That's it seems cliche, but that's how I got into it. But yeah, that's my favorite. My favorite type of music is trance, and like anything like techno electric, I like that. That's what I like. I like electro streams too. I used to listen to it all the time back in 2018 when TikTok was a thing. Oh right, is TikTok still getting shut down? I had a TikTok, but I don't use it that much, so it just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? My cousin uses it. She's like a decade older than me, so maybe she has a better appeal than me, and I don't know. Maybe it appeals to her more than me. I thought it always appealed to kids, but I always debunked that stereotype because my cousin who's like way older than me, she uses it a lot. So yeah, but I wonder if TikTok's still getting shut off. I hope you guys can I hope you guys can see the stream because uh, I don't know what just happened with the stream. It just suddenly stopped displaying the chat for some reason, or YouTube Studio stopped displaying the chat for absolutely no reason. So I think it was just like a glitch or something. Hopefully it was just a glitch. Well, now I'm gonna add my highlight. It took so long just to do the freaking was it the this this thing, the rocks or whatever. It took so long to do that. Why? The rocks are very hard to texture. Yeah. I also like. Oh, I forgot to mention. I also like listening to video game music. That's why I listen to Miitopia tracks. And aside from the Miitopia tracks, I also listen to Super Paper Mario tracks because they're so good for some reason. To me, they're so good. I love them Super Paper Mario tracks. Those are my favorite. And then sometimes I listen to some of the. I think I Super Paper Mario tracks is what got me into the video game genre of music. And then obviously the Miitopia tracks. They're what the fuck? They're masterpieces. Oh, don't even get me started on the Fusion Fall tracks. Those I listened to all the time during my senior year of high school when I was hyping up the Fusion Fall reboot, and it suddenly got removed again because of the DMS. So was it DL no DRS or I forgot what it stands for, but it was copyrighted and somebody informed Cartoon Network and they're like they told the devs to take it down. That was really upsetting. So yeah, I do listen to mostly video game music and like trance and stuff like that. Any electrified music, any electric produced music that I pretty much listen to. Oh, you know what? I used to listen to Skrillex when I was in sixth grade. Yeah, I was one of those girls. I was the yeah. I was one of those. Don't say nothing. Back in sixth grade, I did not like myself back then, but I am not that now. I'm just a Kiyomi. So, but yeah, that's the type of music I listen to. Hopefully, I can get into new music soon because it seems like trance is not really up to beat anymore. It was like early 2000s. I still listen to the old tracks, but I don't see any new ones now. When I was in middle school and elementary school, I think especially, I used to listen to Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne because I was in my kind of scene phase. No, I was in my scene phase in middle school, and what what I did was did I cut off a piece of this rock? Um, what I did was we had a uniform, so I just kind of had to make up what I had. But I put my hair in these pigtails, added some clips, added something crazy that wasn't gonna be dress coded, like a crazy jacket or something, and that's it. I knew that some of the jackets had to be gray, but sometimes I just didn't give a fuck. Like I did not care if the school dress code would be able to be honest. So I would wear my crazy pink shoes or something, or stuff like that. Kind of a sense to the scene phase. And I never took any pictures of it because my phone was a fucking flip phone back in there, and all the other kids had like a iPhone 4 and stuff like that. I had my freaking Pantouch, so I never took any pictures on my phone. Like nobody's gonna see us anyway. I'm gonna get an iPhone anyways. I didn't get my iPhone until 8th grade, so I was using a broke ass phone. I don't know if TikTok is getting taken down anymore. I honestly don't care much. Yeah, me neither. I never really used the app. I posted like a video. I posted a few TikToks on there, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, they were fun to make, but it just was, it's just like one of those platforms I couldn't really stick with, like Instagram or some people stick with Twitter, which I do not like Twitter, but whatever. But yeah, I just couldn't stick with TikTok. You know what I mean? I do like seeing the art TikToks on there sometimes, but even those intimidate me sometimes, so I try to stay away from that. As for, I used to go out with Instagram a lot. I think you guys know. But yeah. Okay, this kind of looks like it's fake. Let's see. So, there we go. So, right now, I like the texturing, kind of. It kind of still looks like a bag for me, but I think what I'm gonna do is add like asphalt to it, like some like falling rock or something. Because right now this looks too smooth. So I was listening to the Ultimate Show from Super Paper Mario. Spoiler alert: Dimentio. That's Dimentio stage. But no, not Dimentio stage. But I mean Dimentio is there, but it's the last stage. Dimentio isn't the boss. I don't want to say he's the real boss. But I was listening to that earlier today. I love that track. It's like one of the greatest tracks I've ever heard from a fucking Nintendo game. Um, I did like the Woodman stage of Mega Man. Um, of Mega Man, but it wasn't as impressive. I'd say, in my opinion. Then with the tracks from Super Paper Mario and Miitopia and Fusion Ball. Fusion Ball's not a fucking Nintendo game, but hey, why not? When I was a kid, actually, I remember somebody said that there was a Fusion Ball for the Xbox, and I was like, that's not true. I have never seen that in my entire life. So I went over to the GameStop one day with my father, and I asked, "Do you guys have Fusion Ball for Xbox?" And well, he said no, you don't. And I was like, "See, I said so." So I didn't want to. Dad didn't want me playing on my laptop anymore because it was his laptop. He didn't want me fidgeting with his electronics when I was a kid. So, like, I broke electronics. Okay, but I was like 8 years old. Okay, why would you hand an 8-year-old a laptop? Just let them use a computer, the family one or something until they're like 12 years old or something. I don't know. And they probably will need it anyways for middle school. Um, yeah. I don't understand. Like, I sometimes I'm gonna go boomer right now, but like, sometimes I don't really understand parents who give like kids their iPhones and stuff like that. You know that's gonna lead to bad things. Remember, my friend, she gave her 6-year-old son a phone, an iPhone. This kid was like in first grade, and I was like, how'd you do that? He's in first grade, he doesn't even know how to count yet. Well, he probably doesn't know how to count yet. Or doesn't know how to multiply or anything. Oh man. The response was everyone when they go on Instagram, TikTok. Oh my god. Have you guys been seeing like TikTokers go on YouTube? Because honestly, I haven't. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't subscribe to any TikTok users, and I'm on a YouTuber. I only really subscribe to like YouTubers on here and Instagram artists and shops I like. That's it. I have, and since I've been here, and since this rumor of TikTok being shut down came along, I haven't seen a single one of these famous TikTokers come onto YouTube or transfer all the way to YouTube. What I mean, because most of these TikTokers, anyways, they've had a platform on YouTube before this TikTok ban was announced, or this supposed TikTok ban. So I was very confused on that. I was like, I don't see no TikTokers on my feed or nothing. I saw like Charlie D'Amelio, but that's it. And maybe I'm wrong because sometimes you can't even tell who was on TikTok before. It was the same thing with Vine. So I like that more. No, I like that more. It's got the little asphalt. It just needs like some rocks or something, kind of like just like these drops of rocks and stuff. Just kind of make it look like it's floating. It's like actually an outer space, and it's just like a it's just like a little rock or something, or peat patty. Make it look like a rock. But I haven't seen any TikTokers really on here that have completely transferred from TikTok to YouTube. But I could be wrong. Maybe you guys know that maybe you guys know a TikToker that's on here, and I don't. Do you guys subscribe to anyone who was like originally on Vine or something? Vine was out when I was in middle school. I didn't honestly know about the Vine discontinuation until it was actually I actually saw the Lele Pond shit coming over to my YouTube feed. I was like, who the hell is this? Wasn't this girl on Vine? Yeah, yeah, she was on Vine. Vine just discontinued and stopped. And there was, oh man, there's so many rumors. Like now, I can't even keep up with all of them. Like when Vine got discontinued, there was a rumor going around there's gonna be a Vine 2, and I was like, okay. I used Vine a few times back in middle school, but I never really used Vine like just as a social media platform. I just use it just to like mess around or whatever. But yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna go and there we go. Someone's texting me. What are we gonna do with the spot in the mall where I used to work? Where I used to work? Oh my god! It's 6:06! That means the store is officially closed! If any of my coworkers are watching this, congratulations! You made it through 3 months of that shit. And now it's gone! It's official! It's official, guys. The store is now closed. And it will never be open again in this location. I'm sorry. Sometimes my sometimes I slur when I speak. But, yeah. The store is officially forever closed. I'm gonna take off these highlights. I don't like it. Maybe subtle ones, but that's it. Oh my god. It's now closed. The Sears is closed. Y'all, I'm gonna have memories of hiding behind the abandoned buildings during my lunch breaks and just eating while playing on Animal Crossing on my Switch. I'm gonna miss that. Or the time when I had to rat out my customers because I just couldn't control myself, okay? But there's so much annoying to me. Alright, see you later. Okay, I'm up. Yeah, it's mostly just like re-uploads of like TikTok. Seriously, like that's all it ever is. I'm a stretch on. I've been on this stream since 3 o'clock. maybe I should just make a second part to this, because maybe it's time for me to end my stream. It's been 3 hours. Maybe we can add the rest of the stuff later. We just, oh, what the hell? Yeah. I'm gonna do like I'm thinking I'll do a second part to this like next week, because honestly, this is long now, so I think this is done with. It's pretty much over with, so I'm gonna go off the stream now and kind of rest my voice box. So thank you for thank you everyone for viewing. Sorry I had to shut down a few bits, because yeah, I don't wanna. I don't. This stream is over it's hitting the 3 hour mark. So that's pretty much it. All right, I'll see you guys next time in the next stream. This is where we left off, and I saved it already, so you're all good. So I don't know when my next stream is gonna be, because I am still in college. Keep that in mind. But I think I should have enough time, like sometime tomorrow or something, to do another stream. So most likely tomorrow I'll do another stream. But other than that, I am gonna